Long before mini golf became a national craze, one Fayetteville native took a simple idea and turned it into big-time fun. My name is Ute Beltate. I'm your host with American Dream TV. In 1954, right here in the heart of Fayetteville, North Carolina, a visionary named John Clayton changed the way America played. With a love for golf and a sharp business mind, he designed a game that was simple, skillful, and fun for everyone. And he called it Putt-Putt Golf. From a single course to a global franchise trademark and brand name that redefined family entertainment, Clayton's vision proved that precision, passion, and a putter could change the game forever. More than 70 years later, Putt-Putt remains a symbol of wholesome fun, friendly competition, and Fayetteville's proud legacy of innovation. And joining us today is someone who carries the heart and history of the game wherever she goes. Donna Clayton-Lloyd, daughter of the legendary Don Clayton. She is here today to share stories from behind the greens. Donna, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Take us back to the beginning, what you remember most about your father's early days dreaming up what would become Putt-Putt.
My first memory is really an interesting one because I was 5. I loved when my daddy was home, and that wasn't very often. He was an insurance salesperson and led the nation right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina in insurance sales. And he was finding himself like on the fringe of a breakdown, and he was driving down the street in tears and how much more pressure can I take? He went to his doctor, he had ulcers, and the doctor said, you're gonna take 30 days off or you're gonna die. And so that first weekend we went out to play at a little miniature golf course here that had lights that was just a wire with light bulbs. And it had cinder block rails, and they had sawdust that was dyed green. And so when you would putt, then you would take a roller and you would smooth the sawdust so the person that could putt behind you would have a chance to win. And he made the comment to my grandfather, who was with us, you know, golf is such an important game and putting is half the game of golf. If somebody would just build one of these things right, I think a lot of people would play. And my grandfather said, well, you got 30 days with nothing to do, why don't you build one right? And that's where the dream started. Monday morning after that golf game on Sunday, he went and talked to a lady who owned a piece of land out right where Bragg Boulevard and Fort Bragg Road come together. Leased it and saw his, right in the middle of the pecan grove, imagined that putt-putt. And he built it to be fun, but he built it also that it would have an element of competition. So that's how we combined all the pieces of his personality into what he created. So the first courses had things like a barn that the door would open and you had to have a little luck to get it through. And then they would have a windmill and they would have a target hole, and those balls would shoot out onto the boulevard.
We here at Putt-Putt, and obviously it has changed quite a bit. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what these changes are within these last 70 years?
Yes. Because that speaks so much to the visionary that my dad was.
Yeah.
He was so alert to what was going on around him and around the world. When he would travel, if he saw an idea in another community that he thought was wonderful, he would bring it back to Fayetteville. You know, obviously, I mean, we look at these games, they're so big, and we have this huge arcade. In the very beginning, we only had like Pong. And as things kept growing, the size kept growing of our facilities. And then we also know that people like to be outside, so we enhanced the outside activities with go-karts and bumper boats and batting cages. And there were so many more reasons for people to come and celebrate the environment. But Putt-Putt is always growing to meet the next entertainment need.
Donna, thank you so much for spending time with us. We are going to go outside and play around a Putt-Putt.
I love it. Have fun. I hope you're the winner.
Thank you, yes. Next time you line up that perfect shot under the bright lights of a putt-putt course, remember, it all started right here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm your host, Ute Beltate, and I cannot wait for you to join me next time right here on American Dream TV.